Welcome to Vast Infoverse, the space for thinkers, doers, and self-growers. Every week, we bring clarity, habits, and life tools that help you evolve one intentional choice at a time. This isn't just content, it's your personal growth launchpad. Let's begin. Welcome. Today, we are diving into a journey of self-awareness and learning how to silence that inner critic that often holds us back. Imagine a life where your thoughts encourage you instead of tearing you down. This video will guide you step by step through understanding self-awareness, recognizing your inner voice, and building habits that support your growth, health, and resilience. Together, we will explore mindset shifts, daily practices, and powerful ways to care for your mind and body. By the end, you will walk away with tools that help you not only quiet the negative chatter, but also live with greater clarity and self-compassion. Think of this as your personal roadmap toward becoming your best ally instead of your harshest judge. Self-awareness is more than just knowing your strengths and weaknesses. It is the ability to step back and see your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with clarity. Research shows that people with higher self-awareness have better relationships and greater success because they understand not just how they feel, but how they affect others. For example, imagine catching yourself feeling anxious before a big meeting. Instead of spiraling, self-awareness allows you to pause, acknowledge the feeling, and redirect your focus. This is not about judgment, but about observation. The more you practice it, the better choices you make in health, relationships, and personal development. In short, self-awareness is the first step in transforming from living on autopilot to living intentionally. The inner critic is that nagging voice in your head that says things like, "You are not ready," or "You will never succeed." It often develops from past experiences, criticism, or fears we absorbed along the way. While it may claim to protect us, it usually limits us instead. For instance, think about the last time you wanted to try something new but immediately thought you might fail. That was your inner critic speaking. The problem is not having this voice, but letting it run unchecked. Recognizing it is the first step toward reclaiming your confidence. When you begin to see it as a voice and not the truth, you take away its power. Awareness creates distance, and distance creates choice. Enjoyed the video so far? If you have, hit the like and subscribe. It really supports the channel and lets me know you appreciate the content. Don't forget to check out the recommended reading in the description. Let's get back to it. When the inner critic goes unchallenged, it drains your energy, reduces your confidence, and even impacts your health. Studies have shown that constant negative self-talk can increase stress levels and raise cortisol, the stress hormone. Over time, this contributes to poor sleep, unhealthy habits, and even weakened immunity. Think about how much potential is lost when you stop yourself from applying for that job, pursuing a relationship, or launching an idea. Staying stuck keeps you in a cycle of fear and regret. The cost is not just missed opportunities, but also the erosion of trust in yourself. Real growth begins when you decide that this cycle is too expensive to maintain. The moment you recognize the cost, you start to move toward freedom. One of the most powerful tools against the inner critic is adopting a growth mindset. This means seeing challenges as opportunities to learn instead of proof that you are not good enough. For example, instead of saying, "I failed at this presentation," you shift to, "I learned what to improve next time." Research consistently shows that people who embrace this mindset are more resilient and perform better under stress. The critic thrives in a fixed mindset where mistakes feel permanent. By changing how you interpret setbacks, you begin to quiet the critic and strengthen your belief in your own ability to grow. This shift is not instant, but with practice, it transforms how you respond to every challenge. Self-awareness is built through consistent practice. One powerful habit is journaling, where you simply write down your thoughts without judgment. This creates space to see patterns and understand triggers. Another practice is mindfulness, which can be as simple as pausing for a minute to notice your breath and your body. Even asking yourself, "What am I feeling right now and why?" can open doors to deeper insight. Over time, these small habits create powerful awareness of your choices and reactions. For instance, you may notice that you eat poorly when stressed. And with awareness, you can find healthier coping strategies. The key is consistency. The more often you reflect, the easier it becomes to respond instead of react. Reframing is about taking a harsh thought and reshaping it into something constructive. If your inner voice says, "I am not good enough," try shifting it to, "I am still learning and that is progress." Studies show that reframing can significantly lower stress and improve problem-solving skills. A practical example is an athlete who misses a crucial shot. Instead of focusing on the failure, they remind themselves, "This is a chance to train harder and come back stronger." You are not ignoring the difficulty but changing the perspective. Over time, reframing teaches your brain to see setbacks as stepping stones. Each time you reframe, you weaken the critic's grip and strengthen your own voice of compassion and growth. Your physical health and your self-awareness are deeply connected. Poor sleep, lack of exercise, and unbalanced nutrition can cloud judgment and amplify negative thinking. For example, the gut-brain connection shows that what you eat directly impacts your mood and clarity. A balanced diet with whole foods supports focus, while processed foods and sugar spikes often worsen anxiety. Regular movement, even simple walks, boosts endorphins and sharpens awareness. Sleep is another crucial factor since even mild deprivation can increase negative thinking by up to 60%. Taking care of your body is not just about appearance. It is about creating a stable foundation for clear thoughts and healthier emotional responses. The stronger your physical health, the stronger your mental resilience becomes. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and manage your emotions while also understanding others. When paired with resilience, it becomes a powerful defense against the inner critic. Instead of being overwhelmed by feelings, you learn to observe them and choose your response. For instance, instead of lashing out in anger, you pause, acknowledge the frustration, and express it calmly. Studies show that people with higher emotional intelligence adapt more quickly to stress and build stronger relationships. Resilience grows each time you recover from a setback instead of avoiding it. This skill helps you see challenges not as threats but as chances to develop strength. The more emotionally intelligent and resilient you become, the quieter your critic grows. Boundaries are essential for protecting your energy and focus. Without them, your inner critic often gains more power because you feel overwhelmed and drained. Saying no when something does not serve you is an act of courage. Self-care is not selfish. It is maintenance for your mind and body. Imagine constantly running your phone without charging it. Eventually it dies. The same happens to you when you ignore your needs. Creating boundaries with people, work, and technology allows space for rest and renewal. With that space, self-awareness grows and your critic weakens. When you treat yourself with care, you reinforce the belief that you are worthy of protection and kindness. That belief alone shifts the entire relationship with your inner voice. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present. Studies show that writing down just 3 things you are grateful for daily can increase happiness and reduce stress within weeks. Mindfulness works hand in hand with gratitude by anchoring you in the present moment. For example, instead of replaying a past mistake, mindfulness reminds you to notice your breath and feel the ground beneath your feet. Together, these practices quiet the critic by redirecting your attention away from judgment and toward appreciation. When you consistently notice the good, you train your mind to look for possibilities rather than flaws. Over time, gratitude and mindfulness become natural tools that shield you from unnecessary self-criticism. Self-compassion is the ultimate antidote to the inner critic. It is treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Instead of saying, "I messed everything up," you say, "I made a mistake and that is part of being human." Studies have found that self-compassionate people are more motivated to improve because they are not paralyzed by shame. Living with self-compassion means accepting imperfections while still striving for growth. As you leave this video, reflect on one small step you can take today. Maybe it is writing down a kind thought, taking a mindful walk, or simply noticing your inner critic and choosing not to engage. Remember, you are not broken, you are growing. And with self-awareness and compassion, you have everything you need to thrive. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one.